I'm double dipping today. Hasan really hit a nerve with me. So, now we got Rev covering the situation. This came out 2 hours after the Asmongold clip that we watched. So I want to see what the boss has to say about it, and we will see. We'll see. I'm hoping that chat does not spam TTS for this one because we don't want to get TOS'd. But yeah, Hasan has kind of earned the ire. Shall we begin?
Hey, what's up guys, Rev here.
Hey, Rev.
No pun intended, but at this point I shouldn't be shocked by anything Hasan Piker gets away with live on Twitch. However, I do feel like it's important to log his behaviors to show not only how ridiculous he is, but also how ridiculous people are for still supporting this guy. And
Is that a gray hair I see? Oh boy. Hasan's got grays. Old. He's got gray hairs coming in like crazy. He's gonna lose them too. Oh, he's gonna go bald. He's gonna be bald and gray. Okay. I'm still a little mad if you can't tell. My goodness, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to not go full tilt this episode, like this video, if Rev shows what Hasan actually said. Oh boy.
Perfect title.
Yes, please do this. Anyway.
also how ridiculous Twitch is
Going
as
bald,
a
he is
platform for their selective enforcement of their own terms
He's fat
of
too.
service. Now, there's another clip of Hasan going viral right now, and it's causing a lot of controversy because by any objective interpretation of Twitch's terms of service, he violated those rules. Specifically with the section about hateful conduct, because Hasan really...
You know that thing that they banned Celestium for some reason. Even though she didn't really do anything nearly as bad as what Hasan did. I don't think she did anything at all. It was a false flag. So no. Well, Celestium doesn't violate the rules, gets banned. Hasan blatantly violates the rules. Nothing's happened to him yet. Yeah. Sure, Twitch. Okay. All right, sorry.
He drew in his inner Frogan and decided to tell a veteran in his chat that they deserved PTSD because they had a different opinion than Hasan. And this was just a small part of a larger rant that is completely unhinged, and don't worry, we'll watch all of it in just a moment. But any clip sharing, or any tweet sharing this clip is getting hit with notes like this, clarifying that based on any objective interpretation of the rules, he violated their hateful conduct policy because he is harassing someone based on a protected status. In this case, it is a veteran status.
Yep. Veteran status is clearly defined in Twitch's rules. I'm fairly certain I can actually get it pulled up here. Give me a second. Hang on. Veteran status. Twitch rules. Check the part. Yeah. No, that's not it. We don't want the community guidelines FAQ update. Here we go. Go here. Control F. Veteran. Yep. There it is. What does Twitch consider hateful conduct? Here we go. All right. Just to review, hey Twitch community, last month we announced updates to Twitch's community guidelines. You asked some insightful questions about the impact, about what impact the changes will have as we approach March 5th, the date when enforcement begins. This is from 2018, by the way. We want to give you answers so you feel confident that you have a complete understanding of the updates. What does Twitch consider hateful conduct? Hateful conduct is any content or activity that promotes, encourages, or facilitates discrimination, denigration, objectification, harassment, or violence based on the following characteristics and is strictly prohibited. Discrimination so far is the one that he's done, and you could probably argue that violence is in there as well. Yeah. So, race, ethnicity, national origin, religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, disability or medical condition, physical characteristics, veteran status. You can also lump in disability and medical condition. Also, this one with religion, that's a joke. If you're a Christian, you can get hit by like false flags all the time. It's only if you're not a Christian. That's all they care about. So they can stuff that. I don't believe that one bit. These rules are not enforced ever. Like, not on people that they overtly like, Hasan being one of them. Anyway, we're going back here. Which one was this? Oh yeah, that was. We'll check that out later. Anyway, Oh, hey, Luke, we're covering Hasan's veteran stuff. I'm personally hit by what he said. Lama Todd said he also got banned on Twitch for. What did Lama Todd get banned for? Did he just play too much Final Fantasy 14? I don't. I remember him from way back, Shadowbringers era. That's where I remember him. Oh boy, he's like anti-intelligence. I don't know what other word I can use for speaking truth. Anyway, usual Hasan takes. Yeah, basically he told a veteran to enjoy his PTSD, then compared veterans to Tusken Raiders. Yeah.
Again, this is something right out of the Hasan Orbiter playbook that Frogan did many years ago. She was banned around that time, but not for wishing PTSD on veterans. She was actually banned for something else that is a common misconception.
Yeah, good.
But here's the context, right? So Hasan is about 6 hours into a seed-filled stream where the subject of a recent attack came up. And in case you're not familiar with one of the many attacks that have happened in the United States.
Yep, this one was done by a Tusken Raider. You know, you're not allowed to identify what religion that Tusken Raider belongs to, but we all know. We all know exactly what kind of attack this was. Do we need to hide it? Do we need to suppress it? It's kind of like what Norm Macdonald said, you know, oh my goodness, my biggest worry about 9/11 is the Islamophobia it's going to cause. You know, clearly sarcastic in the joke. He was making fun of people who thought that way, like, for real. So, yeah, the news is doing no favors to anyone by continuing to cover up who did the attack and why. Because we kind of know. At this point, it's usual suspect syndrome. We're not all stupid. We can see patterns, and you're making it worse because you're not letting us talk about it. Oh, good grief.
Recently, this particular one that was up on the screen during this rant involved a man who
What's up, Keen?
slammed his car into a Jewish synagogue that was filled with children.
Sorry,
now,
I'm
this
still
person who
big
did this was not only crazy, but also incredibly incompetent because nobody was seriously harmed other than the...
Hey, you still alive, man? Oh, you're getting a sneak peek at the video. Yeah, so we're covering Hasan's latest veteran attack. You know, because I have a bit of a personal vested interest in this. I have a lot of people who watch that are what's the word for it? Also veterans. And we're in the same boat. Anyway, yeah, I use Tusken Raider as a euphemism. That's for sure. If you can't figure out what it is, yeah. Hold. Hey, welcome, Lord Intellectual. How's it going, buddy?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing okay. You caught me at a weird time. We're doing a react right now, middle of the video. You mind sticking around?
Raise his hand.
Yeah, that's all good, by all means.
Yeah, so how much do you know about Hasan's latest crash out on veterans?
Well, basically just what I've absorbed through osmosis, but Hasan is a piece of shit at the best of times, so I can only imagine.
All right, great.
Why don't you run me through?
All right, so basically he had a veteran in his chat who basically just kind of called him out for being, you know, Hasan. And he crashed out saying, enjoy that PTSD, compared him to a terrorist. And dude, it was nightmarish. Like, oh my word. Let me see if I can find
Bit like the pot calling the kettle black there.
Anyways, a lot of us veterans have made Hasan our personal mission as a result. So.
Oh yes, of course you would take personal offense to that. I get all right, of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
no, fair enough.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the emotional side, but what can I say? Like, I know so many veterans, and you know, being one myself, he kind of
no,
deserves
absolutely understandable. Look, I've never actually served myself, and I'm not going to go into details, but I won't pretend and you know, do that whole stolen valor bit. But I have come very. How do I put this in a way that would maintain security? Adjacently, let's say, I have done very close adjacent things. So even though I've not seen any direct combat myself, I do definitely feel the plight of the veterans, and it is a cause that I do care quite deeply about. So consider me an ally there, brother.
I appreciate it. I wouldn't expect you to be like for or against but I appreciate your support 100%. Always welcome. Oh, Keen wants in. All right.
Okay, let the chaos begin, I suppose.
All right. You know what? We're gonna add him to. We'll make this another group chat. All right. Okie dokie. There we go. Oh boy. Keen saw a chance to dunk on Hasan, and he had to commandeer it, didn't he?
Right, let's mute that when we're in. All right.
the Kier said it best. The competency crisis is so bad, even the Tuscan Raiders are affected. Oh, we lost Lord Intellectual. Hold on.
Yeah, I guess so. Ahoy.
Welcome in. Hey, we got you back. All right, we're still mid video. This is now impromptu collab again. Oh, hey, what's up, Holy Ball? Anyways, I think all the Sky Bros, our general rule is take every opportunity to dunk on Hasan.
I mean, it's not the core mission, but yes, it's a secondary mission for sure. He's gone again. We killed him. Oh, I feel bad now.
Oh, no.
No, actually, it's deserved. Did you see those fucking memes he was putting out on me on Twitter? Fuck that guy.
Nah. No, dude, you missed my crash out, dude. I was so mad.
Dude, my chat was telling me you were crashing out. We need Lord Intellectual back, though. I wasn't trying to take his place.
Yeah. You might be having technical difficulties. You know how this computer can be.
Yep.
Anyways,
OPSEC and all that. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
Linux,
he had to swap to his phone.
Raspberry Pi, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, I get hating Destiny more counterintelligence. I genuinely do. Dude, that's brutal. Okay, he's got to restart his computer. We'll wait on the master of the safe word.
It is funny. Like one of your your live stream was recommended to me. By the way, I'm liking the video. Like, comment, and subscribe on Silas's live stream there, guys.
It helps out a lot.
Yeah. I don't know how it helps, but I'll still fucking chill it.
It pushes
the live stream. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like the live stream. My live stream too, bitches. Anyway.
I do when I see it.
But yeah, anyway, when I finished I think I was looking at Hero High or whatever. Anyway, your live stream showed up in the recommended, and I was like, yeah, let's go. Just as a meme, let's go stop in, see what he's doing. I was just expecting Suno stuff, and then you were doing the
yeah, no, I'm actually
Lord Intellectual drama. Dropped in. Yep, and Lord Intellectual dropped in. And I'm like, wait, put me in, coach.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Oh.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay,
yes.
Good.
Yes, we have the simp.
All right, I can try to help contextualize a bit of why veterans would.
Do you want to use this amazing operating system that you have full control over, full customization abilities for, and can run on extremely low spec hardware? Just tell them to fuck off. It is not worth it.
Arch Linux in a nutshell, right there. Oh my goodness. All right. I don't know if Rev's going to show any of the context in what Hasan said. I don't know if I could watch it again. Because, whoa.
Yeah, I saw some of that. It's not great.
I think I sent you Kodiak's crash out on that.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Dude, vets are crashing out hard, but it's like
I'm going to assume it's some variation of.
Oh no! He said he's going to make him his personal mission. Hasan is now Kodiak's.
Hasan said some stupid shit about like enjoy your PTSD or some shit like that.
Yeah.
No, to be clear, Hasan was the one squealing in that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was not fucking good. Again, I'm not one of those people who holds like veterans in like, oh, it's holy, you can never criticize them. Like I just posted a video today of some retarded Vietnam veteran saying that like civilian AR-15s are more powerful than M4s or some shit, and I'm like, let's just swap it then. Can we get the select fire M4s instead of the AR-15s?
That's
they're more powerful. But yeah, so no, not all veteran. You don't get immunity just because you're a veteran. There are retarded veterans, but also don't fucking go after veterans just for being veterans because you're a scumbag if you do that too. Like
exactly. Yeah.
There's always nuance. There's always nuance.
Well, as a group, veteran, like if you go after veterans, that's usually just kind of a foul play. But if you go after someone for being just a retard, that's fair game. Most veterans aren't going to go after you for that.
Having been in these adjacent positions and interacted with a lot of military personnel directly, I can say, when someone's a retard, you can call them a retard, and everyone's going to agree with you. It's not about the fact that they're in the military; it's the fact that they're a retard. So, and yeah, I've met some Ernie and Garfinkel type characters as well. That I'm amazed a gun was ever, or a firearm, I should say, was ever put in their hand. But
and they didn't somehow manage to destroy themselves or someone else around them and get put in jail. Yeah, no, there's
exactly.
It's like, how were you ever around a firearm and are still an active member of society?
Yeah, they have all their fingers intact, and that is an accomplishment in and of itself. But as much as I will take the piss out of them for that, these are still people who stood up, decided that the future of their country was their personal responsibility, and they have my eternal respect for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, they're very, very good people in the service, and then there are also just people who I'm like, I view you as a kind of traitor. Like, I don't like anyone who uses their veteran status to try to disarm me or something like that. Like the anti-Second Amendment veterans, I have zero respect for.
Oh, so do most other veterans. Just to be clear. Real quick, my chat has a special request. We avoid using the H name to describe the topic of today, and we go with some pseudonym.
Dog shocker?
Yeah, the dog shocker. We can use that.
The dog shocker. That is an excellent. Yes.
I prefer.
Doesn't he use the same tactic, so he doesn't give credit to people he doesn't like?
Oh wait, who's that? I've never even heard of that guy. I don't know who that guy is. He probably sucks anyway, though. Yeah.
Asmongold's psycho stalker. That would be the one I go with. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue this because I think Hasan was covering the Michigan synagogue attack, which
who was?
Rev was covering the Asmongold's jilted lover's ex-lover. What do you call someone who has a one-sided love for someone other than stalker, just a psychopath?
I think stalker fix.
Asmongold's yandere.
Simp. There we go. Yeah. No, wait, we have simp here. We have to use something else, though.
Fuck you, King.
Hey, you're the one that keeps coming after me on Twitter.
Yeah.
I
am responding to you. Thank you very much.
You're not. Here he goes lying again. Lying again.
Asmongold's yandere is what I'm going to go with.
Yeah.
No, I like yanderes. Yanderes can be awesome. The dog shocker is not a yandere. He's like
Lord Intellectual.
How would you fucking criticize? Go on.
I hate to break this to you, but you're not beating the allegations with a statement like that.
I don't need to beat any allegations. At the end of the day, you will wish you were me.
He doesn't do the beatings. He gets the beatings.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Asmongold's glutton for punishment. Holy ball. Someone said it. All right. Let's play the video. Let me stream it. Hang on. Let me stream it to the Discord. My bad. Oh my goodness. You guys are gonna be the end of me. Just like the constant attack on my sides. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go.
A suspect who was eliminated before even leaving his car. But Hasan, during his stream, was very worked up. And when one veteran in his chat...
No one gets more upset over a failed terror attempt than Chank's nephew.
Man.
Oh, man. I could you imagine for a second? Be that guy. Sees failed terror attack on synagogue. Gets mad.
There's a reason I haven't tackled the dog shocker yet, because it would be a 6-hour long video, and like just from this small amount of tertiary exposure, there's a million and one different things that I could spend hours breaking down the sheer psychosis of this. I don't want to devolve into ad hominem arguments myself. That is something that I rally against, so I'm not going to use those same tactics.
Though, because again, I think one of his biggest issues is just, I was calling him out earlier on this, is it's narcissism. Like he's not in control of himself. He's so up.
100%. Like you.
Yeah. Well, he's got to be like histrionic as well, then, doesn't he?
Like the man is vain. And when I use the word vain, I am taking that to the extreme of that definition. It is all about himself. It is all about the performance. The reason the shit that comes out of his mouth makes no sense 99% of the time is because he's not saying it to actually say anything. He's saying it to hear himself talk. And he just wants that positive reinforcement from his captured audience. It is...
Oh, dude, you might need to do a video on his audience as well, because I would argue they're even worse.
Yeah, it's funny that came up too when I was talking about him. Like, it's like he's so narcissistic that like when he crashes out, he blames his audience too. So like at some point you just have to be like, why the fuck are they staying around either? Like if like we saw in I think it was Rev's previous video before this one, like where he's talking about how he hates the left and the liberals and shit like that. It's just like you're so pissed off at being eaten by your own and you're crashing out on your own chat and they're still fucking there for you.
I mean, have you ever seen his debate tactic? It's called scolding. It's a very effective debate tactic, especially when you care about what he has to say, right? Imagine that. Just goes to debate, scolds opponent the entire time. Opponent actually gets to make points. I don't think that's how you win debates. Just gotta be honest.
Don't get me started.
All right, I won't. Let's keep going.
Decided to challenge Hasan. He not only wished PTSD on them, he would go into a full-blown crash out.
15 years out from Iraq, eat my balls. Do you even have your balls remaining, or did a IED explode them for you, dumbass? Shut the fuck up.
Okay, pause. We're gonna be here a while. So the fact that he even so hang on, let me Lord Intellectual. Okay, sorry. I am the articulate one. Let me bring it back to a place of logic and consistency. Please. So that whole argument that he just made, do you even have your balls? There's so much we can break down in that alone. So what he is essentially trying to do there is he is trying to emasculate his opponent. It's ad hominem adjacent or directly an ad hominem depending on how you want to consider it. But the point he's trying to make there is you have no balls, therefore you are emasculated, therefore you do not have a valid opinion. So not only is he dodging the original point here, rather than addressing it directly and disproving it, he is simply attacking his opponent and he is attacking what he perceives as a vulnerable area. And there's some projection in there as well, because he goes straight to it. He goes straight to that emasculation of his opponent. So that is something, and this is where you can get the psychology into it. That is something that he would be extremely sensitive to himself. He's kind of exposing himself here, because the fact that that was the first thing he went to as sort of the top shelf immediate that will override any other argument that could possibly be made shows that he is incredibly insecure about himself in this regard. So it's...
I see a pattern too.
Personally, I don't read into it that much, again, because it just goes back to his narcissism. Like he's gonna attack people who disagree with him. So I don't think it necessarily feeds into his own personal image. Like it's just him lashing out. Like,
but consider the way he's attacking people. There's a million and one other ways he could have tried to discredit his opponent here, but this is the one that he chose.
That was his go-to.
Again, he thinks it sells. He's just trying to dunk on someone who disagreed with him. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not trying to
look. Fair enough. He could be doing it for shock factor. That could very well be. I wouldn't put it past him.
I don't think it would have been more shocking since this is Hasan we're talking about. Or, Chink's nephew.
Dog shocker.
Yeah, dog shocker. Whatever it is. The idea is, from what I'm seeing, he doesn't consciously choose what he goes for, if that makes sense. This was kind of like an autopilot move that he did. He does this all the time. I don't think it was for shock value at all.
That further reinforces my point, because that was, if we make the argument that it was a subconscious decision, then that it is, again, ties back into the idea that he's projecting. Okay, I need to attack this person. What are people sensitive about? Well, I'm sensitive about this, therefore I'm going to attack that same, fair enough. There is a very real chance I could be reading too much into it, but given everything that I've seen of this particular individual, I would not put it past him. I mean, half the reason that he is so I'm going to use the term famous, let's or infamous, whatever you prefer, and look, I don't say this as a compliment, but we also have to face reality here. He is a rather traditionally attractive person, and that is going to carry certain weight to it.
You're asking for more fan art.
I am not asking for more, especially not with this particular individual. But again, we have to stay in touch with reality here, Keen. Like, there is a very real weight to that. And that is something that he would need to live up to. And that is something that he maintains. I mean, we've seen his physique. That physique is not accidental. That physique requires effort. And this ties back into what I was saying before about him being vain. Like, you can make a whole number of arguments about how appropriate it is, but this is something that he is incredibly conscious of. And that is why that's one of the first things he pulled out when he went on the attack.
There's also the fact that there's allegations that it's not natural how he got there, which would further reinforce Lord Intellectual's point there.
Could be.
I would believe that.
But and
I have no evidence, but there's a claim.
Again, I was saying something similar.
Thank you for the gifted subs.
That he's not completely incompetent. He's narcissistic. He needs to get out of his own way, but he can be charismatic at times. Again, not a fan of Hasan, but like, he's charismatic. He's relatively good looking. Like I was like, I don't really get what people see in this guy, but like, like there are worse looking people out there, by far. And I don't know. He gets up. He needs to get out of his own way. Like, well, if he just wasn't such a retard, he could be more appealing to people.
Yeah, it's kind of like if the girl's hot enough, how much crazy are you willing to put up with? That kind of thing.
Excellent point. Yes, I don't think getting out of his own way is going to help. The depth of that psychosis is, I think, almost beyond reproach. It would take many professionals many years to begin to unwind that level of indoctrination and that level of, I've used the term already about psychosis. There's just so much there to go through and unravel. It is so deep seated, and this is why I don't believe I could ever actually have a debate. Like, I try to be open to everyone, but I don't see a debate with this particular individual going well. Well, one, because, as you were saying before, Silas, he'll just scold, he'll just use ad hominem. Like, it's not going to approach the idea from an open mind and, a willingness to make good faith arguments. I know that that's not going to happen. And this is why, okay, oh God, I'm going to cop flack for this, but this is why I fucking love people like Amber Paradox, because I am not equipped to deal with someone like this individual, because I'm so focused on good faith arguments and logic and, bringing the extremes back towards the center. Sometimes that's just, it's too far gone and that's not appropriate. And then you need someone who is as eloquent and fired up and amazing as Amber to make those arguments, because those are arguments that I can't make.
Because you're too busy being in the dungeon.
Okay, sure. Just wipe all the points aside, but fair enough.
I said good point.
Dude, my chat was like, why is he fucking simping again?
Shut the fuck up, man.
Sorry.
I can express an appreciation for a colleague of mine and their unique, what they can bring to the table. Anyway.
All right, let's with that in mind, I actually tend to agree with Lord Intellectual as far as like Hasan being incapable of operating in good faith. I would say the same goes for like Destiny, Vaush, pretty much anyone within BreadTube. So,
but how do you feel about his colleague Ember?
I think she's all right.
No, I like Ember too.
Yeah. About Lord Intellectual's feelings towards Ember? Well, it's his feelings. They're valid because they're feelings.
Thank you, Silas. Yes, very good point. There we go. Shut up, Keen.
Look, I'll defend Lord Intellectual. He's been very polite. That's it.
See, having a certain eloquence to you gets you defenders, Keen, rather than running around drunk off rum.
But Keen's fun, so I like to be nice to as much, friends are friends. I'll joke, I'll rib, but
Keen is chaos. He is the watermelon in the smoothie. That is what he is.
Now I'm feeling kind of pitied here, but all right, let's move on.
Oh, you're very pitied, my friend. Why do you think we stream with you?
Anyway.
I stream with Keen because he fills the silence for me. My goodness. He does a great job, too. Very entertaining guy.
I do realize that was part of my problem why I talk over everyone else is I'm concerned. Again, I'm actually introverted. but I'm concerned that like so I feel the need to fill the empty space, so I jump in on other things. I'm like, oh shit, all right,
because you don't want your viewers to be bored, and that is an admirable trait. Admirable
yes,
trait within a streamer.
Yes. But I do need to learn to keep it a little bit in check. Yes, and here I am again. I invited myself on Silas's stream here. So anyway,
look, you guys both know I have an open door policy for any of the Sky Bros. So.
You said okay. I'm going to drop in at the most inappropriate times. I'm just going to call you out every time.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what did you think just happened? I was in the middle of a video. And I'm rolling with it.
Yes, but to be fair, there was a bit of confusion there. I thought with that collab link, you meant, oh shit, there's going to be 5 of us streaming in like 30 minutes. I was like, oh, dude, I need some more notification.
No. That was for you to have your channel listed on it, so that way it could be in the collab links on your channel. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I am still locked out. I am still locked out of my Google account. I am so fucking pissed. I have been chasing Google day in and you know what? Let's not go there.
That's for after
if you want to know why there's no videos, that's why, because I'm actually locked out of the fucking account. Good God.
Right. You heard it here first. Yeah,
my computer's toast. Anyway,
yes, we're all having issues. And then there was that massive, mass ban of everyone that we know. It's like,
oh, dude,
chaos incarnate.
We need to go over that after.
Did you see? Apparently, like people were worried that it was just hitting our community. Apparently, like 900 million accounts were fucking banned or some shit like that.
Yeah, there was some of the ones outside the community that I know of was like Aristocratic Utensil got hit. That was an interesting one because he's pretty well established on X, but I think he's back now. Night Owl's back. The only one I think is not back is was it Keeney?
No, I think I saw.
Is Keeney back?
I don't know. I didn't even know if he was. I didn't know he was banned, but yeah, maybe he's gone. I don't know.
Yeah. It was either Keeney or someone else. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, we need to get back on topic. Also, thanks, Holy Ball, for the kick follow. Yeah,
we're here to keep you as off course as we possibly can. You've got Keen with the chaos. You've got me with the intellectual diversions. Like you're screwed, Silas. I'm sorry to say.
It's fine. I can keep up with both of y'all. That's the funny part. Let's keep going.
You are an infinitely bigger terrorist than any random Muslim ever could be.
Oh, okay, hang on. I hear projection.
You gonna crash out again?
I'm thinking about it. Honestly,
right?
Dude, that was. I'm in a video. I'll save it for after.
All right, but no, it is.
Don't forget about me.
Absurd take.
Ham theory. Oh man, yeah. So, Lord, I have a lot of veterans who watch. I don't know if that's a surprise to either of you two, but. When he says stuff like this, that's when we start having real issues, right? Because he's
I mean, he's so fucking retarded. No one should take him seriously anyway. But that is pretty offensive too.
The fact that he says it and still can make money saying it, that's where I kind of have an issue. Yeah.
Again, let's have some consistency.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that pisses me off is this, especially the stances and the knee-jerk reactions to him is just like, okay, I am not opposed to having a discussion with a communist about the benefits of capitalism versus communism and vice versa. Like that is a discussion I'm perfectly willing to have. There is a lot of useful information that you can take out of that. Like personally, capitalism is by no means a perfect system. It has an incredible amount of issues, especially when we get into late stage capitalism and unrestricted capitalism. Having said that, capitalism is the best system we have had so far. Communism and socialism in general sounds like it could work in an ideal world, but we don't live in an ideal world, and there aren't enough safeguards in place within communism. And this is a point that I could discuss for hours, and I have discussed for hours with actual genuine communists.
Yes.
But not this individual. This individual is just going to screech and screech and screech, and okay. I once heard a quote a very long time ago that has stuck with me ever since. Speaking with people like this is like trying to play chess with a pigeon. It doesn't matter how well you play the game. All they're going to do is jump up, knock the pieces over, shit on the board, and strut around like they own the place. Like there's just...
Yep. And
perfectly valid.
Briefly, I'll say my piece on communism is it's just like, in a world where communism works, you wouldn't need communism anyway, because the
true. Any system would work.
The solution communism is trying to present the problem solution. The problem communism is trying to present a solution to is the human nature problem. So if you have perfect humans,
tragedy of the commons,
going to work. Yeah. Any system is going to work if you solve the human nature problem. So communism, capitalism, whatever, no one cares. It doesn't matter at that point.
Okay.
I want the Tsar back at this point. You know what? Honestly, that would probably be a better system. The Tsars did keep Russia, going for, or Prussia, or the Russian Empire going for centuries, if not, not millennia. The Tsars weren't around for millennia, I don't believe.
No,
stretching my Russian history knowledge
few
there.
centuries, my understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, quite a few centuries, and definitely wasn't perfect. There are a lot of issues under the Tsars as well. There was a reason they were toppled, but by the same token, I mean, until vodka came around. Well, vodka's been around. You know what? I'm talking in circles.
Let's get back on track here.
I have intellectual stuff I could add here too, but let's not derail further. So let's keep going.
Keen, what I need from you is to roast Hasan mercilessly and
keep within. Roast who?
Oh, sorry, Chink's nephew.
Right.
Just roast him mercilessly and say the things that I can't say, but still within TOS.
That's a mighty high ask, because I was going to say some stuff.
Women.
Hey, what's up, Torst?
I do not doubt Keen's ability to roast. I doubt Keen's ability to roast whilst remaining compliant within the TOS.
I'll have to end the YouTube and Twitch streams. We can do it then. Oh, boy. Yeah, Torst Wolf's here. Oh, boy. After your minute in the penalty box is over, maybe you want to join in on the call. Who knows? Anyway, let's keep going.
Because he's got that sexy voice, right?
Yes. It reminds me of a certain historical figure I can't quite place my finger on.
Oh,
I joke. That's Mummy.
That would be fun.
All right, let's keep going.
He says, bring me in. He says, bring me in.
Bring me in. All right. Hold on.
What are we doing at this point?
These are my Fridays, man. Impromptu collab streams with more and more new people. Let me friend you real quick. Hold on, Torst.
Oh my goodness.
Look, Keen, this is just how I roll, right?
Yeah, same here.
Surround myself with friends, otherwise I feel alone.
I just feel bad for your brother, your editor.
It's fine. He got the links out, didn't he?
Wait, Ruby is also saying, bring me in, coach.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. I need to tell you, I had such a moment of confusion because your brother reached out to me and was like, hi, I'm AI Trump. And in my head, I immediately went to that creator who goes around and pretends to be Trump. And he does the really good, hello, I am Trump. And I'm going to do the whole, mannerisms. I cannot do it nearly as bad, but I've seen that guy. I thought that was your brother. And I was like, holy shit, internet royalty right here.
There we go.
Yeah. Dude, some of my people were so shocked. I saw some comments on the video of my Iran crash out where they're like, okay, let me actually bring that up, see if I can bring up the exact one. But it was something like, okay, so I didn't expect a voice reveal of AI Trump or that he was way farther right than Silas and is a theocrat or something like that.
Yeah.
that was crazy because when he's like, hey, put me in, I thought he agreed with me and I brought him in and he's just like, no, fuck those guys. We gotta fucking roast them or something like that.
Well, fortunately, common enemy today is Jake's nephew.
Yes,
which is
the
pretty
dog
easy.
shocker.
There is a very big nuanced discussion that we could have on other topics. This one is not really so much as nuanced as much as it is me trying to highlight how Twitch should ban this person.
Wait, we got Riv in here too?
It was cold.
Howdy, all.
You guys
Moomy wanted in. I don't know how Riv got in here. Fuck off, Riv. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. Yeah, Moomy was the one that I thought was next in line, but yeah.
It's okay, Riv.
No,
I give you permission to
on.
join. And my authority overrides Keen's. So.
I don't want to be in between you two doing that shit.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, you do. That's why you're here.
We'll need Riv to moderate. That's what it is. All right. So,
man, I'm trying to finish my video. I don't know what you need. Moderate.
Okay. Well, you can just listen if you want. Always good to have everyone here.
Moomy still wants in.
Wait, where is he?
Somewhere.
Then add him.
I mean, he's on Discord.
Is he at work? Go ahead. I don't mind.
All right.
Dude, open door policy. Open door.
Okay. Invite. All right. Oh yeah. Fuck. I need to learn how to Discord. Moomy.
All right. While Keen's having a boomer moment, let's continue the video.
Shut the fuck up. I've got him. The
only booming you do is with the cannons, I guess. All right.
Shut up.
That's great.
Oh,
all right. Let's keep going.
Shut your bitch ass up. Go enjoy your fucking PTSD, asshole.
That was some timing.
Yep.
I swear to God, I joined first thing I hear. Shut your dumb ass.
Sorry, Moomy. All right. A little bit of context for the new three. I think Rid's been watching for a while. Yeah. Okay. Great. So veteran, very personally invested in this. Really want Hasan to be banned. That's the short version. All right.
I can't believe that is. We obviously know he's not banned because he brings in so much traffic and revenue for Twitch. But the whole Celestian drama, literally the other day, is just
I was bringing that up too, man. The double standard is real. It's real. Is real.
Israel.
God damn it!
I not allowed to make such enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
I want some of these Germans talking about the Israel problem.
Yes. Well, ich bin meine besprochen Deutsch, aber mein Deutsch ist sehr scheiße.
Sorry, hold
on.
There we go.
Warte, bin ich der Beste in Deutsch hier? God damn.
Oh, das ist gut. Ja.
Oh, das ist wirklich gut. That's really great, actually.
I got three Americans.
I've been talking German for a very long part of my life, but I am not actually German.
You know, I am.
Okay, so that is about the only thing I know how to say in German.
I'm actually freaking Balkan.
Gotcha.
That's what a Frenchman would say.
Hold on. I have the advantage because I am Slav that I can say slave.
Silas,
because I'm the origin.
Silas thought he could handle this. I see him freaking out again.
I'm reading chat. What?
You're stuck in here with us.
You don't seem to understand. We're not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with us.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Let's keep going with the video, though.
Figure out my
briefly, I'm going to interject here. I'm the captain now. No, but
no, nice try.
People are saying Hasan should be banned for his takes on veterans. I mean, obviously, I think we all agree he should have been banned earlier.
Oh, yeah, way earlier.
Where I was okay, I'm fucking done with this dude is when he soft doxed Asman and explicitly, it was slightly implicitly, but basically explicitly called for violence against a fellow creator there. Like, that's when I'm just like, look, he can say whatever he wants. Like, maybe he should have been banned for some of his terrorist sympathizing bullshit, bro. When he goes from terrorist sympathizing to actual terrorist, like, basically end this dude, like, I'm like, no, that should have been permaban right there. Like, that was so over the line.
To me, it was when he held a gun to the camera and doxed 2 viewers.
Yeah,
Hard dogs, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right. Let's keep going.
Imagine having to be like, I went to Iraq.
No, you wait.
I went to Iraq, and it's actually Islam that's the biggest danger. You're the danger, idiot. You're a danger to your family.
Oh God, there's so much I could.
Yeah, danger to yourself.
Let's save it. Let's save it.
Lord, that's getting clipped, Lamont. I don't give a dude. Shut the up. If you go to Iraq and you learn that lesson, you realize that was wrong, you're welcome here. You come back from Iraq and you can talk about how this was actually awesome and I hate Islam.
I can't let a straw man slide. What? I can't let a straw man slide. I'm sorry. That is a huge straw man. Like, oh my goodness, it's like Wicker Man level straw man. Who said that? Who said that? Who are you fighting there, Hasan? It's clearly not the commenter. Yeah, for real. Just an imaginary friend. Oh my word.
The little part of him that refuses to die, which is actually good.
But this is actually consistent for their side. Wasn't it who was the chick of the Hasan orbiters that also went?
Which one? The pothead
veterans?
You got
or
Frogan or Denim?
Denims and the fucking pothead, fucking Casey
Casey
Tron as
Tron.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Casey Tron, the pothead. You have Denims, the 304, and
My favorite
the
description for
the fat
Frogan
chick.
is when I saw an AI video where she ran and I said fake news.
Wow.
I just like
Careful, that's an ad hominem argument there.
I just like calling her the
Didn't
biggest
say it.
streamer.
Keyword simp.
Yeah.
But
For Denims, 304
just interesting.
for Denims, 304 is just an accurate description.
Uh,
You know, flip it over in a calculator, you'll see what I mean.
yeah, we know.
All right. Yeah, anyway,
Damn it.
sorry. Strawman made me mad. All right. I'm trying my best here. It's just so hard for me not to get tilted at this dude. I might crash out again.
Hard for
after
you
this.
not to get tilted, dude.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
okay. Nope, back down, Mr. Logic here, Mr. Logic, Lord Intellectual.
I am deeply calm. I am deeply
I am
calm.
calm.
I'm used to debating the pigeon of the earlier metaphor.
Thank
You
Torps.
heard that. Very good.
Okay, let's keep going.
I brought up that quote the other day.
You didn't learn anything. You're goddamn cattle. You're sending other people like you to be in a similar predicament to yourself.
We had our
An
heated
absolute
moments.
classic start
Let's
to this
just troll.
entire clip because Hasan is resorting to his usual
I
tactics
told her
of
straw
name
man of-
calling and making gross comments where he says all kinds of insults nonstop throughout the clip. I mean, I'm very tired of how many times I have to censor this guy because he says stuff that are truly, truly ridiculous for absolutely no reason because he has no
Yes.
counter to anything he is being challenged with. He even goes as
Yes.
far as to say or ask if the veteran had his balls blown up by an
Yes,
IED.
thank you, Rev.
Like
that
he's
was weird.
giddy over the idea of a veteran being.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you should say what you will about Den Crenshaw, but like people going after his eye like that with like Hasan. All right, look, you don't have to like Dan Crenshaw.
Eye Patch McCain is fucking funny nickname.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah.
but the way Hasan, all right, there's highbrow dislike or high IQ dislike for neocons, and then there's whatever Hasan is.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he makes it harder to criticize in good faith actual neocons.
Which again, I
because
like the
he's
I like
so
the meme that
retarded.
he is. I like the meme that he is an Israeli psyop himself because of how retarded he is on his Israeli takes.
Honestly,
Yeah, that is actually. It
There
gets
might be
more
some
true
You have
every
to be
day.
careful with conspiracy theories, but that one does have a lot of merits to it, I will admit.
That's what I'm saying. Warrants
It
further
gets more real
investigation.
every day.
Actually, you should see my. I did a reaction to that conspiracy theory spreadsheet thing that was going around today.
Yes, I saw that. The funny thing is, only 2 of those actually had any kind of. Everything was just deny. I'm sorry, the Earth is not flat. Fight me. Actually, no.
wait a second.
That's the
I
wrong.
think that was my only deny.
all right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Moving
Keen's
on.
got conspiracy brain. We're gonna be here all day if we don't keep going.
No, let me tell you about the
in that
lizard
way
people.
because he doesn't like them. That's a pretty gross thing to say at the very minimum. But of course, we get to the comments where he wishes
God damn it.
harm on this individual.
Why this
saying,
flashbang,
"Enjoy
Rev?
your
Why are you
PTSD,"
doing this to
really
us?
channeling his inner Frogan. and
Careful on the
you're not
ad hominem, man. You're better than
I
that.
know.
Hasan Orbiter, who wished PTSD
not-
on American
better than
veterans as well.
Yeah, you're drunk.
I have
No
no
one cares.
pity at all for any soldiers.
Please.
Okay, now that we can criticize.
Disgusting. She's
I
disgusting.
am a frog.
Rev is gonna get
not a
copyright
lizard.
struck. I didn't know we were watching Star Wars again.
Okay, look.
Was that a Jabba the Hutt joke?
Yes, it was.
Okay, look. All right. I'm gonna play Lord Intellectual's game for a minute. With what she just said right there is, I don't even know if that we would call that venting or what, but you know, no one's saying you have to have pity, but you're showing contempt by saying it like that. There's an implicit point being made there.
Yes, excellent. She is flaunting the laws of language as a specific Oh god, and I'm blanking on the name, but there are specific laws within our language that assist with communication. And what she's doing there is called flaunting those laws, because even though if you write those words down on paper, the words themselves aren't incorrect, or there's nothing wrong with the words in and of themselves. But with the tone and the backing, there is an unsaid implication there that gives you additional context on what she means and the meaning that she is trying to get towards. And that is what we have the issue with. Like, I would meet this person on a field of debate, and I would engage with that argument. Okay, yes, you are correct. You don't necessarily have to have sympathy for veterans, but why would you not have sympathy for those veterans? Like, give me the reason behind that, and let's break it down. But I do not believe that, based on the flaunting of those laws, that is the kind of discussion we're going to get into.
No, sorry, that's an excellent comment from your chat, Silas. Frogan isn't hot enough to get away with being this evil and retarded.
Perfect. Dang. Yeah. But I think the word you were looking for was like, I think it's connotation.
Yes, connotation would fit in this context, but no, there are specific laws that there were by a university professor. Anyway, I need to go look it up. I believe it was.
I'm an idiot. Anyway. I say it's passive aggressive.
It is very passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were just correct there.
I'm gonna look it up myself. Yeah, I'm gonna speak idiot terms, and intellectual's gonna be intellectual indeed.
All right, let's keep going.
Shut up and hope we can move on here.
Yes. Thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military, boo fucking who. I hope you get
more
PTSD.
Contempt.
It must be really tough times when you are imitating the behaviors of the two-time rising Twitch star, Frogan. That is how low Hasan is going.
Here's a weird observation. How do you get rising star twice in a row? Like 2 years in a row? Are you not risen?
Well, if you're big enough,
you didn't actually rise.
I guess her career's like a loaf of bread.
Well, you're gonna hit it once when you rise and once when you fall.
Yeah. Well, then you're not rising anymore, are you? I think
the best negative rise. The best negative rise.
Yeah. So here's one for Frogan, right? I would compare her career to a loaf of bread. It needs 2 periods of rising, so that's how she got rising star. And then she's still
ended up in the ovens yet, you know.
Yeah, no, but she cooked herself. That's the problem. Posted her own career. All right. Anyway,
going by wishing PTSD on veterans for simply having an opinion or a stance or really any sort of a discourse that is different than what he wants. And we'll return to that conversation about Hasan and the Twitch TOS in just a second. But Frogan, I mean, how's that lawsuit going? You know, really invoking how ridiculous her situation is here by bringing up that comment about PTSD and veterans. Yeah. She's been stuck at $38,000 out of that $200,000 legal defense fund on GoFundMe for about 6 months. The needle hasn't moved. And I would say at this point, go and settle, get it over with Ethan Klein. But honestly, no, I hope Ethan Klein goes the distance. I hope Frogan sits here
again.
Very
ad hominem, but I've never seen a flattering picture of this person.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that could just be a photographic critique, you know.
Photographic critique.
I mean, she streamed. if there were good pictures, you could have gotten a good still.
There are some people who just can't be photographed. They'll just never look good.
At 30 to 60 frames a second, I'm not buying it.
That's a good new channel name, by the way. Photographic analysis, and it's just someone that roasts people for how they look.
For how the picture. Well, the picture controls how you're presented. So I mean, there is that.
To some extent, yes.
I'm just saying you could do it without ad hominem, but you're gonna have to get real technical. Oh man.
Gryson Maxims, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Professor Grice, yes, he's the one that described basically if you ask me a question and I don't give you enough information, I am flaunting the Gryson Maxims, because when we communicate, you are going to assume that any information that I give you is going to be relevant, not too much and not too less. And this is what allows us to communicate. So if you ask me a question and I give you an answer that doesn't provide enough information, that is me flaunting the Gryson Maxims. Therefore, you pick up that there is something else going on. It's another way of communicating. That was bothering me. Thank you. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
No,
my my chat contributed 2 great things there. For one thing, you could get a good shot of her from orbit. And
Come on.
come on. And then I don't know what you're talking about. She has a great face for VTubing.
Guys.
Well,
I'm gonna
if
let you
we're
guys
on
take
it,
that one.
if you see her on Tinder, you gotta swipe left twice.
Guys.
Get around the gravitational pull.
Are you saying she has like a part 1 and part 2 profile? My goodness.
Yes.
Good lord.
We are really the real balance here is Lord Intellectual is sometimes coming in with actual.
I'm refraining from commenting on this
from my childhood too, if you guys want.
Nope, we're good. Let's keep going. There's plenty to criticize besides her looks too. That's the worst part about her.
Very foolishly waiting for Hasan to come in and save her because it's not
Save
going
me,
to happen.
Hassan. I
Casey
need your money, monies. Gibbs piece.
Can you pause for a sec, because this actually raises an excellent point here. Because Hasan is so self-absorbed, and look, he could prove me wrong. He could still sweep in and provide all the funding that this lady needs. But something that I suspect she doesn't understand is that because he is so vain and so self-absorbed, and it is all about him, she was expecting some kind of quid pro quo where I am on your side, we are allies, we are what's communism word? Comrades. We are comrades.
Oh yeah.
And we share the same beliefs. Therefore,
I like the comrade word actually. Going.
They commandeered it.
Well, I mean, I like the word commissar. Like, I think that's a really fucking cool word. But I mean, that's a little etymology in me. But she was expecting that because they were on the same side, that they were allies, that there would be some kind of assistance there. And this is just proving that that is not the case. He's not going to come in and give up hundreds of thousands of dollars, potentially, whatever the difference is that has been raised, because he doesn't care about you. It doesn't matter that you agree with him, because ultimately the content of what he's saying is irrelevant. He's only saying it to get that attention and to further, feed that sort of vain, self-obsessed outlook of his. He's saying things to hear his own voice. Communism is just one of those things that is really hot button and gets a lot of engagement. Then that's partly, at least I believe, why he focuses on it so heavily. I mean, don't get me wrong. But
that's actually quite seeable. He back in the day made different content. Then when BreadTube came around, or what is called BreadTube, then he really started with streaming political stuff in exactly that manner of.
Did you just say RedTube? He used to do content on
Bread.
Okay, that's a totally different.
Is not good.
Sorry. Not that other website. We might need to restrict this video so kids don't hear that.
I'm thinking that I wouldn't be surprised. I would not put it past him.
Here's something I was thinking about. Right, with people who are narcissistic, they don't really engage with friends or allies. They have objects that forward whatever their self-image is. So you are an accessory to them. I think that's
also
the dumbest way to put it.
That's also what applies to the greater thing of what is called woke culture. There is not a lot of standing support from them. There's only attack. There's only cancellation. They never really get to build up something really well.
I do genuinely, because in my interactions with the left, I do. One of the more common patterns I've seen is they seem utterly incapable of seeing any humanity within their opponents. I mean, sure, okay, that's somewhat to be expected. Yeah, we can disagree or agree, we can debate the point. But what's more surprising is that they don't seem to see any humanity within their own supposed allies. Like, just look at the way they treat each other, their own allies. When someone doesn't say the line, let's use that. That was a recent example. Like, you can be totally on their side, in total agreement with them, and for whatever reason, you don't want to say whatever the line is for, the current week. And if you don't, there is no consideration given as to why you might not want to say the line. It's, you have not bent the knee. Therefore, you will be ostracized. You will be attacked. You are now the enemy. And this is why I believe the left is so much. I don't want to say smaller, because we'll be here all day if we debate that. But so much more extreme than the right, because if you don't toe that line keeps getting pushed back. And this is separate from the Overton window as well, mind you. It's you will adhere to 100% of the party rhetoric, or you will be ostracized and you will be outcast. And this is why people are getting more and more extreme, because they have to meet that standard, that constantly ever evolving standard that just becomes more and more extreme in order to maintain that social credibility, because these people aren't actually their allies and they don't actually care about them. I like to think everyone in this call right now would come to each other's defense should there be some kind of unfair, cancellation campaign. I mean,
Absolutely.
To be fair, if people try to cancel you for drinking rum, Keen, I mean, that's on you. I'm not defending you then. But
hey, anybody?
The point stands. We're all, we recognize each other as people, and we don't have to be in 100% agreement. There might be, a line that I don't want to say. Or sorry, go on.
Disagree on. I was just going to say we're clearly not 100% in agreement on everything. We disagree on various things, but we've all got each other's backs. And what you're talking about is the purity spiral, and the left is so wrapped up in their own thing. And there have been studies that show. And again, I'm not trying to target the left or whatever, but they don't understand their political opponents when the right is actually more capable of understanding who the left is than the left is capable of understanding who the right is. So there's a big knowledge gap here, and that's where a lot of this comes from. And then you have the left doing that purity spiral and driving away people who could have been their allies, who just suddenly have no home and have to find somewhere else to be.
And where do they end up?
They naturally build themselves up a kind of cultish mentality, and I would not put it on the left, actually. Yes, it is born in the left by leftist values, but I don't think it is actually such an exclusive left-wing thing that can happen. I think it could also happen on the right, technically.
Oh, it definitely can. Let's be clear here. When you go far right enough, you get into the Bible thumpers, and it's a whole nother domain once you reach that point. But look at Sean Head. She's left-leaning, and I myself consider myself to be slightly left-leaning, but here I am.
But if you look at this, your example, Lawton, actually really puts it on the spot. It's the Christians at that point. It's a religion at that point. Like, you need some religion to have this purity spiraling somewhere. There is.
I would not use the term religion. I would use the term dogma. I think that's what you're trying to get at.
Because there are Christians who are fully open to reasoning their positions and all that. And also more willing to, explain why they hold the values that they have and how they don't really. Okay, I guess, man, I hate talking about my faith, but. So
no, it's a tricky one, and I always feel weird bringing it up.
I don't look to me as an example. We'll put it like that. I'll explain my stance.
Don't look to any of us for examples. If you're looking to us for examples,
you messed up.
This is on the internet. You should not be listening to us.
Yeah, no.
Oh, man.
No. Find someone that knows and cares about you and has your best interest at heart, and talk to them.
Go to church.
But from my perspective, at least, I don't think everyone has to be Christian, if that makes sense. Like, I think it works for me, and if people want to emulate that, that's up to them.
Yeah.
I think dogma hit it better than religion, but it is like Nietzsche, I think, described it a bit like that.
The slave mentality, I think.
There is something in the human condition that wants to believe in something, like in a god or something like that, in something beyond them.
They want a greater purpose.
Yeah, exactly. And when you don't take a god, then you can take an ideology for that, and that is what happened in the Puritan left at this time. They took their ideals that they described themselves to, and that is their god at this point.
I jokingly meme on Protestants, blame Helsing.
And they don't like if you.
But I don't really hate them. Lol, we just another denomination, just like how
I think we could have a very long and interesting discussion about this. But I'm getting kind of creeped out by being stared at by Frogan. So if we could continue.
Yeah, please. All right, let's go. Thank you, Lord Intellectual.
This is the best possible way I've ever heard to say. Let's resume this. Play the video, please. That was amazing.
Unsinkable woman detected. Need to move on.
So Frogan is out there all alone, and he
my
Klein
God.
is going to collect big.
You wish you were me.
To the comments
okay,
made
there
by
we go,
both
there we
Frogan
go.
And now,
All right, you can pause again.
Hasan
Let's take another 20 minute. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right.
Piker.
Gotta let
It's
the boss
very
talk.
clear
I
in
worked
the
for Rev,
hateful
apparently.
conduct, chapter of the
Hey,
TOS.
Silas, who's the person between you
Veteran
and
status is a protected
that's
status
Torchwolf.
on Twitch. You cannot attack someone for their veteran status. You cannot tell them they deserve PTSD or they should enjoy
Can I say gay?
PTSD. This is
I don't really want
black
protected
and
status
white.
for anyone.
Yeah, well, I think I agree with that, honestly.
Yeah, but absolutely, he should be held to standards. Like,
Right,
if it is the rule that you can't attack veterans, he should be attacked. He should be held accountable for attacking veterans. But yeah, I don't want protected status. I think you should.
Well,
I think you should be able to shit on veterans or blacks or whites or Jews or any of that shit. It's just like I don't care.
Yeah,
I
freedom
don't care.
of association, important.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, if you have rules in that, he should absolutely be held accountable for them. That if you're holding other people accountable for attacking Muslims or whatever, like, yeah, no, hold this guy accountable for attacking veterans. But I don't want protected status.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's kind of like what are they called? Hate crimes. I don't understand the necessity of them at all.
Yeah,
A crime is a crime. It happens between two humans. It's irrelevant what their individual race is.
Exactly.
Like
It's
if
like,
they,
Oh, you beat that guy.
Again,
up
this
for
is
being
a
black?
spiral
You're
we
going
could
to
spend a
jail.
very long
No,
time
Yeah,
on.
we'll get to
you're
stuff
going
like
to
that
jail
after
for
stream.
You're going to jail for beating that guy up.
All right, let's keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is absolutely no wiggle room here whatsoever. Any objective reading of this rule would go against Hasan, and he knows it, and he's prepping for it by basically trying to say later on that he knows he should probably get suspended, but he has excuses for that. But this is reflected in almost every one of the tweets sharing this clip, where you can see it's getting hit with notes clarifying a veteran status is a protected characteristic under the Twitch TOS. I think this is very obvious. The only people who are
I just have to pause right now and say, "Hey, Twitch, I'm a veteran." Okay.
mad about this are
If you
Hasan
attack Silas, you're getting
and
banned.
bootlickers who will defend
Actually?
no matter what.
Identity shield, baby. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
I identify as a veteran. I'm not, but I identify as
Stolen
one.
valor.
How you feel about that? How you feel about
Stolen
that?
valor.
Bad king, bad.
No. I'm a trans veteran.
We will not get into that right now.
I'm not going to comment on that.
All right, let's keep going.
But there's this air of arrogance too, where he's saying that this veteran learned nothing from
miasma.
their time in Iraq.
Is that
that
a
this
Kim
person is a
Jong-un
danger.
/ Stalin coat? What the hell?
No, Mao.
Sorry,
Mao.
this is
Mao.
an ad hominem argument, but that seems very specifically designed to evoke a certain communist sort of.
Yes.
It's
the idea, yeah.
explicitly Chairman Mao.
Yo,
He went to China and placed them up.
Oh yeah.
China
but-
is
but-
how we should live. China is how we should
Then he
manage our
should
state.
move.
That
Did
is
the Chinese
China.
know Asman,
They
but
know
didn't
Asman
know
more.
him?
Yep. Yeah.
yo, I don't
Talk
know,
about
I don't
wounded
know if you
pride.
want to further I don't know if you want to further derail, but I actually used the Mao suit in my
Oh my god! I
Hasan
see
tip a
it.
beat down.
All
It's
right, all
15
right.
seconds.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. The more I
No,
stare
no.
at this outfit, the more angry I'm
Play
getting.
that. No, it's relevant. Play
No,
what
we
I
skip.
you.
Later, king, later. Oh, okay, whatever.
Oh,
It's only 13 seconds. I won't pause it though. You miss it, you miss it.
Very good.
I mean, this
thought
is
that
a
was
physical
mouthwash for a
representation of what happened.
yeah.
Though I'd like to believe she kicked him in the shin and he just.
All right, let's keep going.
So you're on Google Translate. Bad OPSEC.
Themselves.
Somebody screenshot. Go and see.
family.
Screenshots?
I have
Oh,
a-
God.
I've made separate
Screenshot.
accounts for everything.
Muslim or anything like that. I mean, it's
It's a
really
separate
rich
account.
hearing about all this level of danger from the guy who literally LARPs as brutal dictators. It's very rich, and I'm glad that you're really telling this guy what he should learn from his own experience in warfare. Unfortunately, Hasan wouldn't understand that because there's no position in the U.S. military for dog zapping. So
Okay.
See,
Sorry.
that is an excellent point of criticism, and that is something we can criticize.
God damn it.
I have no notes on that. Good job, boss.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I think Hasan should have been banned for the
Yep.
things that are actually
yes,
bad,
actually,
that he
animal
did.
cruelty, that
like
should be,
animal
yes.
cruelty, doxing.
We'll
That's
make a
are like the
list.
things that should have gotten banned for lifetime already.
Oh man. Well,
Like I have
right.
okay. Okay. Hang on. I'm not saying this to blow smoke up my own ass. I'm not expecting a pat on the back or congratulations here, but I bring it up to emphasize, like every month I give $50 to the ASPCA, which is basically an animal rescue group, a good one, not PETA. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just, I have maintained that for decades, and it doesn't matter what circumstance I was in. I'm in good circumstances now. I have been homeless in the past, and I have been in not so good circumstances where I've talked openly about how many home invasions I've been involved in and all this other type of stuff. I grew up in a very, very bad environment. But even through all of that, through the hardest times, I have maintained that level of donation simply because as bad as things get for me, I can at least understand what is happening. I can understand the reasons behind it and why I'm in the situation that I'm in. Animals can't. You can't just shock a fucking animal with no reason. Hang on, I am about to spiral because this is a subject I get very emotional about as opposed to logical about. So perhaps I should pull back on that, or else we're going to be here. But all that to say, fuck this guy and what he's doing to his dog.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, like I said, for these things he should have gotten banned way earlier for lifetime. I don't like the making protective groups and then banning on that on hate speech, so to say.
And I'm just gonna say one thing on the whole dog zapping thing is because some people are like, oh, you can't have shock collars at all. Like, there's a place for shock collars or choke collars or any of that stuff. Like, those are legitimate training purposes. My issue with
you can have prongs when a dog is really aggressive and pulling on. Like there are extremely limited cases where I will say yes, it can be used, but not for getting off a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. I'm getting to that, but my point is, it's not even extremely limited cases. Like if you're walking a dog and trying to train him or something, you can have those prong collars or whatever, because it's mostly when they pull. Like as long as you're not yanking on it or something like that. My issue with what Hasan did is if you actually watch the clip, I don't see enough people talking about this. He did it in anger, like he was raging at some sort of capitalist bullshit or something like that. Like it had nothing to do with what Kaya was doing. He was furious himself and took it out on his dog. Like that was my issue there. Like put all the shock collar shit aside. His issue was that he was having an emotional breakdown and his reaction was to abuse an animal. Like that was the most disgusting part for me, and I don't see enough people talking about that. Like he was lashing out at his dog because he was fucking furious because he's a whiny fucking communist.
And to make for
very good point.
A note that I would like to make, he doesn't see his pet as anything more than a prop. This I think ties back to the narcissism.
Yes, and, very good.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of nice things to say about him.
No, I don't think anyone does.
Yeah, let's
also something about the shock collar itself. The proper way to use it is to start at 0, use it. If the dog doesn't react, go up a notch and use it if he still doesn't react. By the way, if you put it on your hand, it should only work when you feel a slight little tingle. It's a notification, not a punishment, or meant to be used that way.
Your chat says hating dogs is a part of his religion.
Dogs are haram. That's true. All right, let's keep going.
So he's been kind of left out on that one. But again, let's remind ourselves what was being discussed when he got so mad. And it has to do with the synagogue attack, right? Which, by the way, some people are calling a false flag because of the large police response to the events, which, you know what? Calling this a false flag.
Sorry, but can you pause for 1 second? Just as far as false flags go, of course, what?
We're never gonna get done.
I know. But yeah, as far as false flags go, I think there are going to be false flags, but it's also there's going to be that the term blowback, which they've talked about for 20 years. So of course, some of these attacks are going to be real. Like, no, not everything that happens is going to be a false flag. Some of it might be, but also some of it's just going to be like, well, yeah, we kicked the hornet's nest. Some shit's going to happen. It's not great. We got to crack down on this shit. But yeah, it's not a false flag.
Well,
It's not a false flag. Like that's a legitimate terror attack there.
Yeah, and well, the thing about people like Hasan, they pollute the discourse so much that it makes it impossible to have a good faith discussion on this kind of thing. Even if you wanted to discuss the potential of it being a false flag in good faith, people like Hasan make that absolutely impossible.
But have you considered that it's because of Israel?
You know, if Hasan turns out to be Mossad, that would be the greatest plot twist of 2026. I gotta be honest.
That would be hilarious.
I would also. I'd be shook.
Also, kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Directly with the rhetoric that Hasan shared only 2 weeks ago, where he said, if there's any quote-unquote terrorism that happens on U.S. soil now, you will never be able to convince me nor millions of other Americans that it wasn't Israel and America conducting it together to rally the masses to support an insanely unpopular war. So 2 weeks ago, Hasan said any attack on U.S. soil is a false flag operation. And of course, does he believe that the attack at Old Dominion was also a false flag? That happened yesterday as well. Unfortunately, an instructor at the university was killed in the attack, but one hero in the ROTC ended up offing the attacker with his own hands and knife that he had on him. That was a even bigger disaster avoided. Also, is this another false flag? Where 3 days ago, this individual went to an elementary school with tactical gear and weapons, but was stopped by security before anything bad could have happened. According to Hasan, all of these attacks are just false flags.
Yep, including the discourse.
So, if anyone here has any Homeland Security qualifications, you know that there are different levels to terrorist attacks. And I'm not going to go into detail and out myself here, but that you have lone wolves and then you have state-sponsored actors. He's trying to make the argument that every lone wolf is a state-sponsored actor, and that's just simply not the case. I'm not going to expand on certain things there, but my point is that he's being incredibly ignorant, and I believe willfully so. He's essentially just plugging his fingers in his ears, stomping his feet, and saying, this is what I want it to be, and I'm so much smarter than all of you. There's nothing really to dissect here from an intellectual standpoint.
Only pushback I'll say is saying Dog Shocker is willfully ignorant is giving him too much credit, I think.
Yeah, possibly. Yes.
You don't think he's smart enough to pull deception?
No, he is, but I'm mostly just memeing. But he gets wrapped up in his own shit. I don't think so.
All right, let's keep going.
The very progressive guy has turned into a conspiracy theorist. In fact, he said, "Come on, man," when quoting a different attack from 2 weeks ago after he made his initial post, where a guy was attempting a mass casualty events wearing a Property of Allah shirt. That's why he believed this was another false flag.
Take on that one?
A shirt that, by the way...
No, but God, I want to.
We'll look it up. Keen, send it to me. We'll watch it. We'll watch it after.
Yeah. No, it was just a text post on Twitter. It was something like the that's an interesting way of saying like property of daddy or something like that. I forget. She just made it sexual.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess with that, we'll keep going.
He owns himself and has taken multiple pictures with...
He's got that mustache with that shirt.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Before how I said he was a conventionally attractive person, I might need to rescind that based on this particular photo.
That's not a flattering photo. Yeah,
it's not flattering at all.
Creepy uncle vibes to the max.
Goddamn.
Okay.
Online. And what happened when people pointed out that he was upset about this attack being stopped? He called them cattle. Oh, but you've heard that before, because he called the veteran cattle as well, which, by the way, would also probably violate Twitch's terms of service on hateful conduct as well, calling a protected characteristic a person under that cattle, which seems to be Hasan's new obsession. Because if you search cattle, this is all...
I think Rev's making the case that it's more about consistency of rule application. Yeah.
No, no. How much cattle can you have here?
Like it is a good point. You should not be cancelled just for saying any word, including cattle. In this case, it more comes down to inciting that violence and inciting that hate. I think that's where the distinction is drawn. I can call you a cow, Keen, and that's perfectly fine. But then if I go, Keen's a cow and thus he deserves XYZ treatment that I'm not actually going to say for obvious reasons, then that's quite different.
Thank you for not getting me
banned. There was actually a case about this on YouTube in Germany a couple of years ago, where there was beef between YouTubers.
Beef.
Yeah, as it happens. And one of them called the other a monkey, and he got a warning or a strike. I don't remember, for being inhumane.
Okay, guys. So if you want to see this, this is a hilarious story as far as I'm concerned. But the Indian and Australian cricket teams, and look, I'm going to slight tangent here. I promise it is relevant. But they have a very long, very heated sort of feud going on. And on the Australian cricket team, they have a person of Aboriginal heritage who is sort of like the natives of Australia. And he's, if you didn't know this, Aboriginals are black, and that's just a description of their skin color. Anyway, so one of the Indians called this Aboriginal person a monkey, like just out in the field, and oh my god, like they knew exactly what they were doing when they started to call this Indian person racist, and they sued the fuck. That went like right up to a commission, I believe. But it was just so hilarious to see, the left's tools used against themselves like this, because it's just you done fucked up, and now you're being hit with the same bat that you have been wielding for years and years and years. So seeing that happen was I'm not gonna use the term cathartic, but interesting is what I would say.
All right, duly noted.
You're holding back more than me.
Let's go.
All from the last 2 weeks. MAGA cattle down here again, saying MAGA is cattle. MAGA cattle. More down here, let's see. MAGA loves this war because they're cattle. MAGA's effing cattle.
Okay, can we just say he's not creative at this point? Is that a fair criticism?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Based on what we've seen so far, yes.
All right,
the
good.
NPC programming taking hold.
The new patch kind of sucks. It's all about cows.
The secret cow level, speaking of a Diablo conversation earlier.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Wait, what is the same term for goats?
Goats?
Is it also
I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
like a group of goats? What is a group of goats?
A herd, and we will not.
A herd, right? A herd. Fuck, doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sad.
Well, I've heard of different issues. Let's keep going.
Straight up cattle. That's all in 2 weeks. God. It's all in 2 weeks. It's like he found a new buzzword. But of course, Hasan is not done. The clip is not done. And of course, you probably guessed at this point, it would somehow circle back to who else.
Silas.
Can I also can we pause and just, because there's something I'd like to point out here.
Jeez, you're always derailing the conversation here.
Yes, I know. I apologize for all my intellectual peaks.
Let the man speak.
Okay, so this ties back to what I was saying before about part of Hasan's success being tied to his attractiveness level, right? You cannot make that same argument with Asmongold, and I do mean that respectfully, because Asmongold has none of those advantages, and yet he has still risen to the heights that he has because he does reflect a lot of logic and real-world opinions that people hold. People don't follow Asmongold because he's hot, which is not something I can say for the Dog Shocker. Okay, you know what? You are absolutely correct, Keen. You find Asmongold very attractive. That is noted. That is now added to the lore. The AI videos are underway.
There are people that do actually like.
You're the one who was talking about how attractive Hasan was. So I just want to know, like compared to Ember, how attractive do you find Hasan?
I know a trap when I see it, and I will not be falling for it. Nice attempt, though, Keen. A little clumsy. Could be better on the execution.
You avoided the bear trap just to fall into the pitfall.
Oh boy.
colleague and someone who I hold a great amount of respect and affection for. And I will not be commenting on their physical appearance because it is irrelevant.
No, hold on.
Well, if I can get her on stream, would you want to talk to her?
Did you know what we meant by trap?
Yeah, no, that just he avoided that one by just ignoring it.
Yes, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Could you please expand on that? Enlighten me. Go on, explain it on stream for the good people.
Trap is a cross-dresser that doesn't out themselves immediately as a man, but only when asked.
And how would you know that?
I watch anime.
Have some experience there, do we?
I watch anime. It's not easy.
Being on the internet.
Count Dankula has experience with that. That's how I found out. Listen to him talk about it. Anyway.
To be fair, I had a coworker that went to Thailand, and we constantly make jokes about him when he's like, "I like Thai girls," and I'm like, "Girls?"
All right, come on.
To be fair, I believe there was a discussion literally like today or yesterday over on X about the difference between ladyboys and trans people, because ladyboys do generally announce themselves and don't pretend to be the other. But, you know, we don't really need to get into that right now. But it is just an interesting point on the timing of that.
You guys are approaching thin ice, but
I saw that too.
All right, let's keep moving.
Good that we talked about.
Good.
By who? The people that have been literally begging for American sons and daughters to go and fucking die in Iran for the last 2 weeks? By people who keep going, yeah, base.
I'll let that slide for
No,
now.
we got to give more money to Israel. Those people.
See this?
Those people who are going to fucking turn around and then now act as though they give a shit about veterans. The same people like Asmongold who fucking celebrated when that.
Okay, can you pause? Sorry, I can't let this.
Yeah,
we
no,
have a
let's
veteran
get,
here. I want to talk to you
too.
directly, Silas, because my God. Okay, so if we ask the question, would you be willing to go to war as a man? I have extremely complicated feelings on this, and this is particularly why I love that you're a veteran and I can bounce this idea off of you, because in theory, I would 100% be willing to go and fight for my people, my community, those that I love, the country and my nation that I am from, in theory. But if you ask me to sign up and go to war today, I do have a significant amount of hesitation, not because I am afraid of the potential consequences, but because I question whether or not my own society values me enough to justify that level of dedication. Now, there is some shame in even having that question, because I like to think of myself as a...
There isn't. Like, you're
completely correct. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Sorry, I know, but I have to jump in there because that doubt is completely correct. Like, I don't think the society is currently worthy of the level of dedication that is involved in becoming a warrior for that culture, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
I am... Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, to answer your question, when I signed up, it was during the Obama administration, during that time, right? That's when I was in. Even at that point, I really didn't believe in the mission. What I did believe in was not wanting to go to college. For me, it was a job.
Based.
It was always a job. The service aspect of it was, nice. Of course, I didn't have any shame in joining the Navy itself. I thought I was doing something good. I was also 19. That was a while ago. If they were to try to draft me today, I would go just because that was a part of what I signed up for when I registered to vote. Selective service is a part of that. So as a part of maintaining the right to vote for me as a male specifically, yeah, I would go to war if the draft happened tomorrow, regardless of how I felt about the administration, because that was part of my obligation to get the right to vote. Does that make sense?
Yes, I do believe I'm following you. And that is a solid logic there. I can see the reasoning behind it. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. So I guess on principle, I could not want it, but in practical application, I would do it anyway because I did sign up for it. So yeah. Go ahead.
I will not lie. In my current country, with my current parties that are in ruling and could rule. I think I'm looking very cynical at my government. I would not go to war at this point. I was actually considering when I was younger to join the military, but I decided against it, especially with the people that rule the nation and the amount of how they not care about the people in the nation.
Yep, kind of same here. I considered joining, and I'm very glad I didn't. I wish we had a society, a nation, however you want to phrase that. I wish we had a system that was worthy of that. I would have liked to join, but I'm glad I didn't. Unfortunately,
we also want purpose.
Yeah.
We want a cause. We want to fight for what we believe in and protect what is precious to us. The issue is the things that are precious to us are being destroyed behind our back as we're fighting to protect the people who are destroying it. Like,
exactly.
Real quick, I would like to mention what Lunky said in chat. Lunky's a Marine veteran, is my understanding. He's saying that no one is breaching doors thinking of politics, lizard brains active, and that's actually a really important aspect to realize. When you're on deployment, you're not really thinking about the war in and of itself. You're thinking about survival.
Yeah,
that's true. On deployment, but this is before deployment. This is they are knocking at your door, and at this point,
and when you're signing up too, like that's not like that's before all that shit either. So that's a conscious choice. And then so if we're talking about like that, once you're out in the field, your lizard brain is active or whatever, that's almost even worse, because then the government just gets to use you, like, because you're in flight or fight survival mode. You're at that point just a tool, and you're out there fighting for your survival. Like, that's very understandable. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, of course you're going to want to fight for survival, but if your system, if your government is sending you in for bad reasons to bad places where you shouldn't actually be, and you're not serving your own people's interests, you're being taken advantage of it that way. If you're in your flight or flight response.
Let me summarize it so we can move on. Like, hey, white man, go die in this war for us. Don't worry about all the women you're leaving behind. Muhammad will take very good care of them.
Oh yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Actually true.
All right. We'll keep going. I'll expand on this one later, because there's a lot of information on that I could hopefully give a bit of insight to and perspective. All right, let's go.
With his uniform, had his arm broken. Really? That's what we're doing? If Twitch can apply this fucking double standard when one veteran is getting their...
Hold on.
He's talking about double standards?
Yep. Oh, I stopped the last time too.
No standards at all.
Oh, yeah, no, oh, my word. Oh, okay. No, I'm going to save it. I'm tabling it. We'll do it after the video. I already covered it in the last one. Oh, sorry.
We're never getting through this.
Yeah, no. Nope. I'm sorry I get heated on this. Like, this whole situation's got me very angry.
We're all tangenting.
We're with you.
6 people in here, I think, so it's understandable.
Lunky says they don't claim that Marine. I agree. As soon as I saw he was in uniform, I was like, wow, what a tool. All right.
Is that the dude who got his arm broken or whatever? Yeah.
He's making a scene.
That guy. Like, you're not allowed to do that in uniform, and also, like, it is a bad look, like a senator playing a part in breaking a Marine's arm or whatever. So it's both. Like, he's a communist retard or whatever too. Like, if you look at his other things, but also that's holy shit. That's a bad look too. Like him protesting there, like he shouldn't have been in uniform. All that shit. Yeah, absolutely. And then also just like the Capitol Police and a senator breaking his arm is also just like. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Fucking arm broken by an American congressperson for opposing America waging Israel's wars. When Twitch doesn't fucking ban Asmongold for laughing at that and saying, yeah, base.
Might be time to do some introspection.
When Twitch literally doesn't say a single damn thing about that, but then turns around and tries to ban me for this shit.
Ban Asmongold for laughing
I will never fucking come back here.
His Asmongold derangement syndrome has reached critical levels, ladies and gentlemen.
Asmongold's not in the room. He is the room.
The first thing that pops up in his mind is, of course, Asmongold. Now, he says that, the people who are going to be mad about his clip are people who supposedly care about veterans like Asmongold. And he relates it to comments Asmongold made about this situation where he claims that Asmongold celebrated when a Navy SEAL had his arm broken. Now, of course, the person who had their arm broken was not a Navy SEAL. In fact, one of the members of the Senate that subdued this protester was a Navy SEAL. The person who did it was a retired Marine wearing his uniform and was being disruptive at this hearing, the Senate hearing. And whether you agree with the tactics or not that this guy did, eventually he was forcibly removed and his arm got caught in a door and it was broken. And Asmongold, basically in his commentary, said based. He didn't care because he believed this guy was going about it wrong and wanted attention and wanted to cause a...
Oh, he was resisting quite heavily, wasn't he? Based on the video I saw.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think he deserved it necessarily, but accidents tend to happen whenever you introduce, violence to the situation.
Also, Flunky, I take great offense to your comment. Do not call Dog Shocker a tsundere. I am attracted to tsunderes and I have zero attraction to this particular individual. So as someone who identifies as attracted to tsunderes, I take great offense to that. The cancellation campaign is already underway.
Is there a dairy you don't like, Lord Intellectual?
I mean, all of them are great.
I can find value in each of them.
Boy.
But anyway,
it changes with time.
To the issue, he was resisting, but was not resisting violently. It was similar to some of the other issues where I'm like, I think that could have been handled better. At least this time no one died. But it's like whether you think he was doing good or bad there, I think the people trying to subdue him could have behaved better and avoided the situation. Like he was outnumbered, outgunned, all that shit. Like it didn't need to happen like that, regardless of how you feel about his politics or behavior.
Well, yeah, for me it is the behavior though, because all he had to do was once he made his point or whatever, and as soon as he was trespassed, it really would have been best for his health and everyone involved to have just been escorted out.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Sure, yeah.
That's kind of the thing. I don't want to say that it was handled perfectly, but it was handled in the only way that they really could, if that makes sense. Turning into a blueberry.
Okay, I mean,
what? But yeah, it was messy. I'll give you that. It was definitely messy.
He had 3 of his limbs. Well, actually, had all 4 of his limbs off the ground, and one of them attached to something. Just you have complete control of this situation. Just be a little bit more careful in removing him. You just had to move forward before moving him back or something. Just pull him off the door in a way that doesn't break his arm and then get him out of there.
Okay.
See, unpopular opinion here, but the moment you present as a threat, it is the officer's duty to remove that threat. We can discuss all day about proportional force, but at the end of the day, the threat needs to be removed. That is non-negotiable.
Again, he wasn't a threat though. He wasn't being physical. He wasn't physically threatening anyone. He was resisting, but he was not threatening anyone.
I have to agree with Intellectual here, because it's not about what he was, but what he presented as, right?
But again, he didn't even have access.
This was a non-compliant person, Keen.
He was not compliant, but that's different than violent. I agree with everyone here that he should have complied. He should have just been escorted out. That was not good. That was not good in his own interest or whatever. But he was less of a threat than good or pretty or however you pronounce it. He was less of a threat than either of those guys who got shot in the ice shooting. So we can discuss that shit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean he was not doing anything that necessitated that level of response, in my opinion. They could have handled it better. Is all I'm saying.
We can circle back to this later.
How often does a non-compliant become a threat?
Or just skip it from now on.
Yeah, Spinbro. To answer that question,
we're gonna come back.
To answer that question, Angry Cops has a lot of videos on that. All right.
Scene, and according to Asmongold, he basically got what he asked for. Now, Asmongold got a lot of pushback in his related video talking about this. Not everyone agreed with it, but here's the thing that's very clear. No matter what you believe about Asmongold's comments, his comments weren't celebrating someone being harmed because they're a veteran. He disagreed with the way this guy went about it, okay, in his uniform.
No, that's fair.
And with Hasan is celebrating
that
this guy
Excellent point of
PTSD or
distinction.
might have PTSD simply because he's a veteran. He's celebrating that in itself. It's not like he's focusing on the actions of this person. No, he's focusing on the veteran status and saying, enjoy your PTSD. There is a very big difference here. And of course, there's a perfect tweet for this.
Seamus.
Saying this is a perfect distillation of how leftists argue. Number one, find two things that are different in nearly every possible way. Number two, find one superficial similarity between them. This proves they are actually identical. Number three, why are you against one but not the other?
This is called a false equivalency.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's often used in Mott and Bailey at the same time, depending on the debate. Based on my experience, at least, I can't speak to everyone, but from what I've seen, usually you see false equivalency first and then Mott and Bailey.
It's fairly common, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
You're saying if you're mad at what I'm doing, you also have to be mad at Asmongold. And if I get banned for this, then Asmongold should have been banned as well. And if I get banned over this, I'm leaving and going to YouTube. Well, that's an interesting claim by Hasan that he'll leave Twitch forever and not come back. And F this platform Twitch, he'll go to YouTube instead. Well, he tried that already and immediately left because the numbers weren't good enough.
Can we pause for just a sec? Because I will say this on stream, and you can clip me saying this. Like, Hasan, barring some cataclysmic, apocalyptic kind of drama, will never leave streaming because he is addicted to that validation. This ties into everything we've already said about him being vain, about him being narcissistic. That's the reason he does all of this, and this is the reason we'll never get rid of him outside of the most extreme of extreme circumstances. That's a prediction that I make, and that's a prediction that I'm willing to stand by. And hey, look, if I am proven wrong, I'll retract that statement, but I'm willing to make it here.
It'll probably take him showing people how to assemble and put on the vest.
Hold on. I have a quick. Does anyone here watch Caleb Hammer?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I watch Amber watch Caleb Hammer.
How dare you change your mind, you fucking hypocrite!
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. You can't talk about
What do you mean gain new information and change your mind accordingly? How dare you?
Oh,
I did see that episode. Yes, that was
great.
Oh my word!
We don't we don't have nuanced opinions here.
Yes. Anyway,
restore the nuance. Okay, let's go.
No.
YouTube.
Good audience gets you boosted less on both sides. I agree.
What is happening?
What is that? What the fuck? Is that just
chatter? You are not wrong.
Someone finished Solitaire.
It's been a somewhat of a failure. To be fair though, this is a IRL stream.
Is he actively on Reddit?
And it's Saturday, so
wouldn't surprise me.
There's a mass report on
Hold on, isn't he accusing Asmon constantly of being like Reddit slob and only promoting like Reddit shit? Doesn't he do that?
Yeah, he's actually worried about DMCA quite a lot with YouTube. Since most of his content is stolen, or there's not really enough there to count it as
transformative.
Transformative, yes. And he would lose like 80% of what he does, basically.
Oh no, anyway.
Yep.
Okay, again, guys, further to my point, and this reinforces that, like, the dude has made enough money to walk away today and never have to work another day in his life. Like, dude he doesn't need to keep doing this. Like, he has made his bag. He can leave at any point.
Hey, he's just in it for the love of himself.
Yes.
He's the guy that looks
We
like a
got a new
mirror.
channel idea.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I will sit down with face cam. Look at some video, go just away for a second,
You mean 10 minutes?
and then pull a random argument out of my ass. That was never said anywhere.
The straw man challenge.
You forgot being Chunk's nephew.
Oh my word, yeah.
That's true. Damn.
We'll keep going. Oh boy, the debrief here is going to be insane. This is why you guys got to catch this kind of stuff on stream.
that's like also the other reason why the numbers
apologies to your
are
editor.
dog shit. Like
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I mean, our Zoran stream wasn't like that. Zoran stream was like 20K. As
You know
well.
what? Fuck.
Absolutely incredible stuff from Hasan. There is literally no self-awareness whatsoever. He is trying to threaten Twitch. He's not just going on there and once again running a complete mockery of their terms of service. He's doing it while taunting Twitch, taunting them into banning him. He's trying to protect himself, ladies and gentlemen. He's nervous. You can tell during the clip, it's like he realized that, man, I said something that definitely could get me banned, so I should get ahead of this right now. And he immediately starts bringing up Asmongold and saying, well, if you take me out, you're hypocrites.
No way.
Take him out for his comments about the Senate hearing, which, of course, again, as we said, are a very superficial set of comparisons. But yeah, that is his whole goal. He's trying to get on top of this to protect himself. But of course, the clip is not over. There's actually more to it, where Hasan starts finger wagging at his own audience as well as the veteran in his chat.
Y'all are a bunch of dumb too for being like, oh, you're gonna get clipped.
Valid observations are not allowed in Hasan's chat, apparently.
God. Okay, pause, please. So here's the problem. I'm a centrist, and I reign in both sides.
Sure.
One should not be in fear of being clipped. Now, I do not like this individual. I think I've made that very, very clear. But at the same time, freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. Having said that, you should also be able to express your opinions, as invalid as they are, without using that as a. But by the same token, you also shouldn't be wagging your finger about being clipped. Like, people are going to clip you. I can almost guarantee someone's going to clip anything I say about Amber in this and send it to her because, right? But it's just, whilst I hate where it's coming from, I do have to play devil's advocate here, because yes, you should be able to say what you need to say without fear of it being clipped and it taken out of context. All information should be presented as in context as it can be. Unfortunately for him, the context is also shit for him anyway, so it's kind of a moot point, but there we go.
Yeah, I think
I agree.
The issue there, though.
I agree. It's funny he's crashing out of his own chat again, though.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Oh,
See before what we were saying about allies.
Yep. Better to build bridges, I think, than to tear them down, but
I get a fucking visceral reaction on the word bridge in that context. Please do not.
I have a video on that, actually.
Yeah, let's burn.
Yeah,
some
no,
bridges.
hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there. I watched Kirsche, all of it. I can show you Devons. I watched every single one. All right,
Don't reclaim the term. Mommy, don't let them have this. Don't let them take this from you.
Anyway, can we get through this?
Yes.
No.
Dumb motherfucker doesn't even realize his own lived experiences should have taught him a very valuable lesson.
Oh, look at that, guys. Hasan is angry at his own audience again. I literally cannot believe it. It is so funny that he would get so upset about someone clipping this or even saying someone else is going to clip this.
Well done.
Of course, people are going to, when one of the biggest people on the platform is openly wishing and celebrating PTSD on veterans because he doesn't like what they're saying. Yes, of course people are going to clip that, and he just hates his own community. It is the beast he has created. We just played this, what was it, yesterday? I'm going to play it again because this clip is literally hilarious. This is the prison that Hasan has created for himself with his community, and he deserves to feel bad about it.
Get your wine ready.
Any of you dumb fucks in
I
this
don't think I've seen this.
Oh my God, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on.
You are the left.
Yes, give me that crash out.
I hate streaming. I hate socialism.
Oh, yeah.
I hate every single person who thinks
You're a socialist.
is being the most annoying.
No, he's the modern fascist.
It's just, you did it. Yes. You did it. You have unlocked the nihilism within me, okay? I am black-pilled. Nothing will ever get better.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they unlocked the nihilism.
Beautiful. You know what? Give me a shot of that every
No, I have not seen that before. Okay, it's a new information. I'm going to have to process that.
Brilliant crash out.
I've seen it. I saw it before in one of the earlier videos as well, and I was saying, like, it's one of my top 3 Hasan crash out styles.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
I love when he crashes out at his own chat. And the other one is when he has the sour grapes, like when he was saying, "I didn't want to collab with that guy anyway," or something like that. Like,
he literally said we're gonna collab
it's not on the left.
But yeah, those are 2 of my 3 favorites. I'm
we
sure
can discuss this after.
Third one, but yeah,
but
the sour grapes and the I fucking hate my own chat.
This plays back to when we talked about how he loved China again.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Also,
He is not a fan of
wonderful
socialism and
moment to
communism.
say. Wonderful moment to say. Chat reflects the streamer. Wonderful
Excellent point.
moment.
Starts reading own chat, very scared.
Editor, whether it's AI Trump or anyone else, just know that I love you. I apologize. I'm so sorry for all of this. I see all the work you do behind the scenes. You are very much appreciated. And, you can make me look as good as you like. That would be appreciated as well.
There you go.
I don't care
love
how
you, and there
bad
are
you
no
make
strings
me look.
attached to it.
Let's go.
My
The
understanding
meme of
is
this episode.
he loves this. He loves these videos.
The
Don't worry
meme of
too
this
much.
episode is let's pause a sec and then we tangent for like an hour.
Hey, at least no one can hit us for not being transformative.
I like, yeah. I still like
20-minute video, 6 hours of content. What do you want?
We've got a bunch of people DMing in Discord, just being like, "Move it along." Like I'm getting private messages, being
let's
like,
go.
"Here we go again."
Let's go.
Go, man.
Great.
Go.
You can see too, there is more virtue signaling directed towards
Pause for a second. No, I'm kidding.
chat.
Shut the
Basically
fuck
saying,
up.
based on your own lived experience, that should have taught you a lesson. Anyone who says lived experience unironically is insufferable. And he's saying because you went through what you did overseas, you should have felt a certain way. And because you don't, well, I can tell you
Disagree
to
with
enjoy
Rev
your
there.
PTSD
Yeah.
without any sort of backlash against me because I'm right, you're wrong. There was a way you should have came out the other end of your service
isn't he just
overseas
describing Hasan?
because Hasan is obviously such an expert of what's going on the ground overseas throughout these wars because, he is the most knowledgeable person, of course, when it comes to the experience of the average person in the military. But yeah, this whole thing is just a gigantic mess. Hasan making an absolute fool out of himself. And honestly, Twitch, if you don't do anything about this, you're showing just how spineless you are.
I love AI.
But
I love
yeah,
that
that's
so
really all I have to
much.
say about Hasan. Just wanted to say real quick, without
disbelieve that's
putting this
real.
at the front of the video and feeling a little weird about it. I didn't want to shove it in your face, but for those who are interested, I just made another Patreon exclusive upload talking about the grifting epidemic in the VTubing
This is
scene. or at
excellent.
least
We love
what people are
Patreon.
claiming is a real
We
problem
love creators
in the VTubing scene,
getting
where
supported
basically anyone
on Patreon.
Yes.
who shares an opinion that is
need to
unfavorable
monetize.
in that scene is viewed
Share that
immediately as a
Patreon.
grifter.
Yep.
That's what's been used
Put it
against
in
me
the-
for
put it in
years
the
and years,
description.
and I wanted to have an informal conversation about
I
it
make an OnlyFans.
exclusively on Patreon.
How dare
among
you.
Other exclusive uploads there that you can check out. I'll put a link to this
I'm
in the
more of a
pinned
fan
comment if
of
you guys want to support that
Fansly.
video and my Patreon.
Yeah,
That's
Fansly.
greatly appreciated. But
Cease
for
this
now,
nonsense.
That's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed
Where's
the
my
video.
Are we
hammer?
doing
And
it?
I'll see
Did
you
we
next
do
time.
it? Bye, Rev.
Bye, Rev.
Comment,
Yay, we made
subscribe.
it.
Check
We
everyone's
made
channels
it!
out.
Oh,
We got
Never
Keen,
thought I'd see the day.
Keen, Lord Intellectual, Mumi, Ribonami, and Torst Wolf. Go check everyone out. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right, member shout out time. Thank you to the following people for becoming members on YouTube. Hillis Mallory, Amit Yanuka, Big Leo 3036, Dr. Pepper Person, Smokey, The Darking 40, Jimmy Racinos, Nitro, Scootapuff 88, Duker Does, G. Ursus, Harambe's Lost Son, Ann Sam, Jared Glasspool, San Air, I Like the Spikeman, Wyokala S. A. Veris, Mephitic Miasma, The Grand Man, Will S., Lord Shadowfrost, Kenny Justice, Jason Alatorre, Panthra, Jimmy, Bone Meal, Enyo Snow, Sergeant Sapient, Cultured Individual, Lehman, Joe, Captain Nyanyan, Croker, Bane, Counterintelligent, The King of the Storm, Hawk McAdam, Emperor 719, Sempiternity, Noya Darkraven, Hoppin' Fresh J. My ear trumpet has been struck by lightning. Ed, Tim Bowman, Joshua 029, Albie, Caleb DeGroot, Caleb May, Trungo's Chickpea Grumbo, Joseph A.G. Jr., Energetic X Cheese, Shockwave, Drake's Malice, 07 Bones, Christo Chad, Acronic, Maddie, Hamilton 8122, Autumn Delight, the Pontiff of Ponwolf, Carbon Shaper, Benjamin Bupple, aka Admiral Paris, Roan Harushan, Chicky, Stephen Haworth, the Beppis, ILTLMN, Rumia, Jesus Christ is Lord, the Von Lu, Spartan Bot 1001, Grey Hunter 1337, Viperus 25, Azm, Nexus Walker Prime, Teabag Duh Frag, Just Chillin' Burr, G and Midnight, Gary Coleman, Thowanim, Sacker Blackstone, Krish Lee, Astro Zombie, Subble, Axid Rainbow, XD, Melly, Camel, David Desrosiers, Boris Katz, Behold Other Reality Astray, Ellie Lee, Garrett Campbell, aka Garetto MC, Tom 4 Tinu, Am True, The White Zero, and Bonsai. Thanks for becoming members. We appreciate your support.